11 days, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel, and we're back for another Last of Us Part 2 video. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing the confirmation, and this is again confirmed from Neil Druckman himself. If you guys don't know who Neil Druckman is, you know, you gotta follow the game a little bit more, but Neil Druckman is the Vice President at Naughty Dog, and he's the director of The Last of Us Part 2. And now he is officially confirmed. He talked about the leak situation, and I want to go through every single part of it, but the main thing that this video is going to be encompassing is that he says the ending is not leaked. Now, I want to specifically say I do not know any of these leaks, and again, I've heard things and stuff, but I don't know what's real, what's not, and obviously we're about to be at the release day. But I want to talk about this. I feel, you know, the drama's kind of died down a bit, all the hate, and it's kind of, you know, it's a lot of us fans are very, you know, excited, and I feel that excitement's been drowning out all the hate and negativity that had been plaguing this game for, you know, weeks since those leaks had been brought up. I'll throw a link to this down below in the description. Neil was interviewed by Eurogamer, and they certainly talked about a couple, you know, questions about the leaks. I'm not going to go through every single question that was asked, but I want to cover the specific part of it. If you guys do enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe. Thank you guys again for 245,000 subscribers. Our next goal is 250K, and when we hit 250K, we'll be 1/4 of the way to 1 million subscribers. And I know that's crazy to say, but man, 3 years of hard work. Anybody, you guys can make it. All right, let's get straight into the video. Hope you guys enjoy. We're gonna go straight into the article points. Enjoy. So, they've asked a couple questions before this, so this is about the middle point of the conversation, but I hope it's okay just briefly to touch on the elephant in the room. The leaks, if they had impact on the studio, and he said they sucked. You worked on something for so long, and then to have it come out in the way it did was disappointing to myself, the others of the team. But quickly, we huddled together and wanted to discuss. First of all, The Last of Us had stuff leak. Uncharted 4 had a truck where the games were stolen off the truck early, and people were posting it early, and that didn't take away from anything in the end. Because nothing compares to playing it. Nothing compares to being Ellie and feeling those moments, not just in cutscenes, but in gameplay, conversations, music, emotional effect that has on you. And the story is constructed in such a way that it's really not about the twists and turns, it's about the slow ratcheting, the crank, and feeling the tension with the choices and the characters make. And this is what Neil kind of reiterated. I remember him saying something similar to this. He said nothing compares to playing the game. Same with Troy Baker. They've said this, that despite what you all think you know with these leaks, that this is not going to be, you know, that's not going to constitute you hating the game just because you saw one cutscene, you saw one thing, maybe you saw a little plot leak. Again, a lot of the leaks are confirmed as fake, according to some of the reviews. Some are not, some are. And then he reiterated the point that the music, the story, the gameplay, being in Ellie's shoes, everything's going to coincide with you getting more involved in the story than just seeing this leak and be like, oh, it's trash, but nothing's going to compare to that experience. He says at the end, it sucks, but we know once people get their hands on it, they're going to feel what it is we're after, whether they've seen it or not. And that's what's made us confident, okay? It's going to be uncomfortable for a while. The game's going to be out there, and I think you're going to get what we want you to get out of it. So maybe there will be a little anger at the start. Is that what he's hinting at here? Possibly. So the next question says, it totally sucks, and it really annoys me as well because it just felt like there was a toxicity around aspects of the game at the moment, and a minority that won't accept any depiction of diversity at all. I'm curious as to what your thoughts are of the reaction that is, because it seems so contradictory what the game itself is trying to say. So he said there's a lot of feedback that came out. Our take on it is, you don't know, right? There's so many false things out there. We don't want to go out there and correct anything because that would be spoiling the game in a way. So, a lot of fake stuff being driven from these leaks, and I had a feeling, I haven't known any specifically, but I've had a feeling people have been saying that the stuff seems off. It doesn't seem right what these leaks are saying. So, this is more support of that fact that all y'all that's seen the leaks and keep trashing on my videos, any other Last of Us video that's keeping some kind of open mind to this, should just wait until all the reviews come out and all the actual footage and everything comes out before making your opinions. Because you can't really judge anything on one leak, and again, it might not even be real. Continues the point by saying what it is, and we're kind of saying what it is. And then as far as the kind of characters we put in our game, we try our best. We made a journey with Ellie, and Ellie is who she is. It's been defined in the previous game. We're going to continue going forward. She's now 19. How do we explore all the facets of what it's like to be 19. You think you're invincible. You think you know what's right and what's wrong in this world. You are sexually attracted to people you're attracted to. Those are all things we want to explore for this character. That's how we do honest storytelling. So if you somehow have a problem with that, well then that sucks, but the story is going to win for us. It's ironic, or maybe sad. I think that people will benefit the most from this kind of story are the ones that are yelling the loudest right now. But I hope there's enough in this game to draw them in and just normalize stuff that is normal. It is part of our society, and it's part of owning up to an interesting, nuanced character. It's basically describing a little bit more about Ellie, and again, all the feedback that not everything's known from this, and you know, we're gonna know more once we get into Ellie's shoes and see all this stuff, how she is as a 19-year-old. Again, I'm 21, so, you know, I can probably relate a little bit to this since I'm pretty much near that age, and any one of you, the guys that watch this, that are in between the ages maybe 18 to 24, probably have an idea of this. But yes, it's different, especially going to see in Ellie's shoes, seeing how much she's changed from the first game, and how that's going to change into the story and all that. The next question, I feel bad that you guys have to wear the storm, but I really think that it's going to be worth it for the people who are finally going to see themselves represented in a game like this. I think the people that matter are really going to appreciate it. And he said, yeah, a lot of misconceptions like, oh, we're somehow sacrificing the story to win diversity points. That's not how we work. Everything is in service of the story. Getting better diversity gives us better story, gives us fresher perspective on conflict, and I hope once they play the game, they realize it. We'll see about all that stuff. The final question, did you ever worry there was a consequence of making a game about hatred, that it kind of begets more hatred in kind? I think a lot of players are uncomfortable with having any kind of mirror held up to themselves in that respect. So it's interesting that some of the reaction so far, based on all the leaks and everything that's been revealed, is very much indicative of what the game's design is doing. I think it's a bit into spoiler territory, but we want to elicit certain feelings from the player and then have them reflect on these feelings for the second part. So for us, it's like, okay, we got the first part. Now let's see if we can get it the second part once the game is out there, because again, people just don't know. There's all these theories about what the ending is, but the ending is not out there. Confirmed, right there. He said it, the ending is not out there. You actually don't know how it all comes together. We're finally getting into people's hands to see this meticulous journey that we've created for Ellie and how these events affect her, the highs, the lows of that journey. And there's that beautiful, sweet moment and these dark, hard moments to deal with. And we want it to be challenging, right? It's like, yes, there are games that are just comfort food, but this is not just one of those games. There are moments in the game that are comfort food, and there are moments that are really challenging emotionally to play through. That's part of the design of it. So, let's talk about this last point. There's a lot of stuff that we could maybe, take an eye on. Now, we've had all our theories about how this game is going to end, and Neil's aware of all this, even based on the leaks, that there's all these ideas about how the game's going to end. But it's great to have that comforting feeling now going into the game that no matter what has been leaked, that the ending, probably the most important thing to this game, is not leaked. And there are thoughts, there are ideas, but it's awesome to know that 100% now. And then now that people are going to be getting this game and finally getting to see the highs, the lows, and everything together, that when these reviews come out, remember the reviews are coming out June 12th, that we get to finally maybe get an idea into that were these leaks that broke, were they the camel that, the straw that broke the camel's back, per se? Or were they just, a little smoke screen, generated a big amount of hate, but then when the game came out, it's basically didn't affect it at all, and the game turned out to be a hit. And I think this game's going to be a hit. You could say I'm a fanboy, you could say I'm a shill, whatever you want. I think this game's gonna do well. I hope, with all the years that they've spent on this, it's gotta do well, right? Or it'd be a major disappointment. But it's great to know that most of the leaks and spoilers are fake, and we've got no ending confirmed yet. Alright everyone, that is going to do it for the video. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you are new. And be sure to follow me on Twitter at DomTheBomb to stay connected with us. And I want to thank y'all so much for watching, and we'll catch y'all in the next Last of Us 2 video tomorrow. I'll be discussing the pre-order stuff. Have a great one, everyone. See y'all then.